I didn't expect that by night. Annie pulled out the no bath card, a true little rebel. She even slapped Lisa in excitement, leaving Lisa stunned. In an instant, Annie transformed back into a cute little lamb, apologizing profusely. The next day, the eldest son was shocked by the crow graffiti all over the window. When Lisa asked, Annie said she saw Jack doing it first, so she thought it was cool. But Jack claimed he was just learning since the equation was too long to remember. Actually, he was writing equations on the window, and then Dad stood up like a sheriff to stop the shenanigans, telling it's just a little mistake. But Annie looked rather dismissive, as if saying, "You guys are so null." Lisa told her bestie about the situation, questioning why a 7-year-old had such cunning schemes. And why did they return Annie to the adoption center? Her friend said every relationship needs time. She took half a year to bond with her rebellious adoptive son. Hearing this, Lisa sighed in relief. Then, Mike's daycare opened, and Lisa was extremely busy. Annie strolled in wanting to help, but instead grabbed a knife and started chopping like a mad chef, sending Lisa sprinting to stop her. Annie completely ignored her, which made Lisa panic and throw the knife on the floor. Mike rushed in at the sound, as if entering a family drama, while Annie once again ignited the couple's argument. Luckily, the opening ceremony went smoothly, and Annie didn't cause any trouble. Everyone thought things were finally looking up. However, at night, Lisa woke to a door opening, finding Annie in the room with the sharp knife. Lisa quickly shook her husband awake, but who would have thought this little 7-year-old could easily flip her adoptive mom? Annie's abrupt move left Lisa a bit dizzy, but at least her driving skills were spectacular, narrowly missing all the furniture. "Honey, do you know how dangerous this is?" Lisa asked while thinking this definitely wasn't Anna's first surprise act. Last night, she sneaked into her room with a knife in hand, as if directly provoking Lisa, who was about to lose it. Lisa thought if it continued like this, Annie would eventually wield the knife against her, so she decided to send Annie back to Moora. But this decision was quickly shot down by her husband, because Annie was still just a 7-year-old kid. "You have to be patient as a mom of 3, he lectured Lisa. So, Lisa decided to take Mike's advice and try to get along with Annie. However, when she took Annie to school the next day, they discovered Annie lacked enrollment papers. Even her vaccination records were missing, and they told Lisa to provide them within a week but allowed Annie to experience school first. Luckily, on her first day, Annie somehow behaved. However, the school soon called to say Annie had knocked over a few classmates with her walker. They said thankfully the knocked over students were fine, but Annie can go online until they fix the paperwork. No choice but to take her home. That night, while using her computer, Lisa suddenly panicked upon discovering the adoption agency might be a scam. They used forged information to scam countless families, and Lisa met a local mum in a support group. Turns out she adopted from the same agency. The next day, Lisa met with the mom, but her words left Lisa pondering. She was unsure about her own situation. They had spent all their savings on adopting Annie and were left powerless for legal recourse, seeking help from the Child Protection Agency. After an investigation, Lisa learned that Annie came through proper channels from Ukraine and wasn't part of human trafficking. Though Lisa got some of Anna's enrollment documents, she couldn't find her personal history. The next morning, Lisa saw a scattering of thumbtacks on the floor and immediately knew it was Anna's handiwork. He sent Mike to ask Annie, but when he came back, he reported that Annie kept answering, "I don't know." At this moment, Lisa noticed a knife was missing from the kitchen, so she rushed to check Anna's room. She found the knife under the bed, with Annie sitting on the bed as if guarding her treasure. Hearing some noise coming from the bathroom, Lisa rushed there without any hesitation, only to accidentally uncover Anna's secret. Lisa had to start questioning Anna's real age. While cleaning, she horrifyingly found a pile of socks with whale blood in her daughter's room. She keenly realized that a 7-year-old like Annie shouldn't have such developed socks. What was going on? To uncover the truth, Lisa tried to ask Annie about the socks, but Annie showed an evil grin. Next, Annie lunged and covered Lisa's eyes, nearly causing her to bump into her own son. Mike rushed out at the noise, only to find Annie trying to cuddle up to him for comfort. What a drama queen. Watching her husband coddle Annie, Lisa stormed off. Her friend, after hearing the story, suddenly recalled a movie. The subtitles reveal that the movie depicts an adopted little girl who bears an uncanny resemblance to Annie. This instantly sent a wave of unease surging through Lisa's heart. Could it be that Annie is a fake, posing as a sociopathic sweetheart? That day, a TV crew came to interview Lisa because her eldest son got accepted into a prestigious university. The reporter asked Lisa how she created such a great learning environment for her kids, but Lisa suddenly noticed a bloody frog under the couch. This discovery made her realize Annie was behind the mischief. After the reporter left, Lisa couldn't contain her fury. "Annie, just come clean. How old are you really? I'm done pretending you're a little girl," Lisa yelled. Next day, Lisa laid down the law. Annie gets all the chores, and if she disobeys, it's war time. But unexpectedly, Annie didn't care a bit, and audaciously poured bleach into Lisa's cup. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more surprises.